What's up guys, this is Into the Backcountry. My name is Justin and today we're going to talk about 5 top ways to lighten your pack. So let's get right into it. 5 specific areas that we can lighten your backpack. Number 1, the big 3. So what is the big 3? Well, the big 3 is your shelter, your backpack, and your sleeping bag. Now, why are they called that? It's because they're the biggest items, most expensive items, and potentially the heaviest items that you will have in your backpack. So this is the first area that we would want to focus on to save weight, because in this area, you're not going to just save ounces, but you're going to save pounds of weight. So to start with, the shelter. Now, we're all used to those flexible pole tents, and they're very good, but if we're serious about lightening our pack, there are better alternatives. Think the tarp tent. The tarp tent uses trekking poles for structural support instead of those flexible poles. And also it's a single wall system instead of that typical double wall system. And because of these 2 principles, they are significantly lighter. I have the 6 Moon Designs tarp tent. It's called the Lunar Solo, and it only weighs 24 ounces. So a very good option. So another area of the big 3 is the backpack. Now, when you go to these outdoor stores, you'll see varieties of backpacks, but they're mostly always these internal frame backpacks, and that means they're very heavy. And so there are better alternatives out there. These smaller companies have these frameless backpacks. My favorite company, Mountain Laurel Designs, has a frameless backpack that only weighs 16 ounces. It's the 57-liter Exodus backpack, so a very good option for someone who's looking to reduce their weight. The last area of the big 3 is the sleeping bag. Now typically, when you think of the sleeping bag, you're like, that's not really an area that I can save a lot of weight, but you'll be surprised. A lot of these synthetic sleeping bags weigh 3 to 4 pounds, and that's just too much. So here, material is everything. We really want to look at down sleeping bags. They have the best warmth to weight ratio in our favor. So for me, I have a Sea to Summit sleeping bag that's a 30-degree bag that only weighs 16 ounces. So a second area that we can save weight is with our food. Now the biggest rookie mistake is just to bring all this food because you're afraid that you might run out. And of course, that's the last thing that we want to happen. So really, we need to be organized with our food and really make sure that we are putting everything in Ziploc bags or just separating, whether it's the manufacturer's packaging or whatever, so we know what we're having and what day and for what meal. Being organized will keep us from just bringing this giant bag of, let's say, dried fruit, and then we end up at the end of the hike only eating half of it. So being organized is key. And really a rule of thumb that we can go by to gauge how much food really to bring is this: 2 pounds for every day of backpacking. So that'll keep us from having too little food or too much. The third area where we can save significant amount of weight is with clothes. Now we could go many different directions in this, but specifically we're gonna focus on outerwear. That's where we can really have a lot of weight if we're not careful. So we're really gonna look at our winter coat and rain jacket. Now, if we would just bring the coats that we have, that we wear around our home, we could be in the neighborhood of 3 to 4 pounds, and that's just way too much for just simple clothing. So there are specific companies out there that design winter coats with the backpacker in mind. There's Patagonia, there's Mountain Hardwear, and many other small companies that we can look to. Their coats weigh less than 1 pound, so you can significantly reduce the weight in just that one item. Now with the rain jacket, here you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money. There are expensive rain jackets out there and they're perfectly fine, but if you're looking more on the budget side of things, there is a company called Frog Togs that makes a very affordable rain jacket. They only cost about 20 bucks. You can find them at Walmart or Dick's Sporting Goods, and they only weigh 3 ounces. So a very good alternative to many other brands out there. A fourth area where we can save a significant amount of weight is with water filters. Now we're all used to using those hand pump water filters, and they're very good, but they can weigh a little bit, 16 ounces if not more. But now they have companies like Sawyer. Sawyer makes the Sawyer Mini and the Sawyer Squeeze. They only weigh about 2 or 3 ounces, so significant reduction in weight compared to 16 ounces. The fifth area where we can save weight significantly is with our stoves. The most popular stove to have on the trail is the gas canister stoves. And they're fine, and they cook our food very efficiently, but they tend to be, again, a little heavy. I know I had a jet boil. With the canister, the stove, and the pot, it weighed a total of 16 ounces. So that's a little heavy. Now this is a little controversial, but I found that the alcohol stove is a lot better. It cuts your weight in half, and you just gotta be a little patient for your food. Maybe you just have to wait 1 minute more for it to cook, but again, you get that significant reduction in overall weight. So there you have it, 5 specific ways that you can reduce your weight, and hopefully the next time you're on the trail, you will have a better experience. So if you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Take care, guys.